Keep your business simple. Keep it focused. If you have a great idea, and if it's an ancillary product or service, add it, test within your offering. If it's badass enough, create a whole new company, or just create a whole new company, new business, new website, right? Focus, focus, focus. When you are focused, you will create less distraction, less confusion, and you will allow the end user, your potential customer, you'll allow them to better engage and resonate with your offering and be moved towards them deciding to do business with you. Welcome to a new episode of Real Business Roundtable. Today, we're going to talk about how simplicity equals success. Ladies and gentlemen, how simplicity equals success. In business, sometimes when someone's trying to figure out their direction towards success, they will sometimes try to add this, add that, do this, make this subcategory, serve this market, serve that market. I actually recently just visited a potential client's website. Let me explain. Ladies and gentlemen. I went to this person's website. He is an investor. He is a land manager. He is a building manager.
Look at it closely.
I believe he's a logistics coordinator, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no disrespect. There's no disrespect. I encourage multifaceted, multi-tiered entrepreneurship journeys. My recommendation would be, let's build those excellent skills that you have into their own web properties, ladies and gentlemen. Their own websites. Now, why is this important? Because it's more simple. It's more simple. So us as humans, we're so distracted. You get the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the TikToks, and we're just like, we want to focus. Keep it focused. Same thing with search engines. Search engines want to see focus, relevance, okay, validation. Not going to make this an SEO episode, ladies and gentlemen, but I want to make sure that we're focused. Simplicity is even important in the search engine optimization side of things and even your business. Now, what we're doing is when you are focused and you are keeping it simple, the person is less distracted, they're less confused. It adds weight to your offering in respect to relevance, where someone can focus, okay, I'm on this website and they do land management. What does land management mean? To what aspect? Is it related to what I need? So what I would recommend to that entrepreneur is to create separate websites that are designed for each specific service. Now, Jakub Savouge has an actual case study from a popular brand. Tell us a little bit about it.
I mean, it realistically, it's about keeping it simple. Like, you want to be an expert at the one thing you provide. Now, I don't want to get too far into the case study yet because I have a couple other things I want to mention, but
what?
It's
yeah, kids.
Okay, Lego. Lego was a huge toy company. And the problem that they had was that they're adding too many things to their company. They're adding movies and merch and stores and this and that. They went from this company that was so involved in exactly what they started doing, and they became the biggest at what that was. But then they ended up having, I don't remember the exact number, but over 7,000 unique pieces. They had sets that didn't even make any sense. They had, like I said, movies, they had merch, they had all these things that didn't connect to the people who made Lego big. What they did was they were creating convolution within their business. They were getting rid of that simplicity. As a business owner, it is important to be an expert and be one of the best at the one thing you provide. If it's food, if it's service, whatever it is, Don't overcomplicate things. Be good at what that is. Because if you're the best, if you have your own proprietary processor, you're just good at what you do in that one thing that you started, that's going to lead to success and more eyes and whatever. When you add more things, it adds confusion. What happened with Lego, a new CEO came in. Don't remember when it was, whatever. He came in and he noticed this issue. He simplified everything. He cut a bunch of pieces. He cut all that fluff and he simplified it. That's now when you go to Target or wherever and you see those high-end luxury Lego sets for the adults that were the kids who made Lego so successful. And Sam, I know he's a huge fan of the luxury Lego sets, the cars, flowers, the Marshall speaker, the cool things that we enjoy today. You can now create a collectible piece that you put on a shelf and people are proud of it. Whoa, scared me. That's what he created. He brought it back down to the original purpose of Lego, and now they're back up on top. So, and this is like something that I think is a really important topic, because people will start businesses, as Andy's talking about. They'll do that one thing, but then they'll add other things, right? And these other things are just creating confusion, convolution, and it's fucking with the cash flow. There's so many negative aspects of adding these new things. It's not new silos of revenue. It's not this, it's not that. What you can do, like he mentioned, is create a new website, create a new business for those things.
Yeah.
We do this.
Just separate it. That's all you got to do.
We do this. We find a new technology. We find a new product, a new offering, a new service. We test it. We run it. If it works, we create a new business. That's how NavGen happened.
God, it is so hard to find roofs that actually need a repair or replacement. I wish there was a better way than sneaking into someone's house.
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find us roofs that we can replace.
Bro, use NavGen.
What?
Use NavGen. It's where accuracy meets opportunity. NavGen combines AI vision and aerial imaging to find roofs that need repair or replacement in your target area.
Right? We're not going to provide that as a convolution piece. We're going to create a new business and then provide that to customers in a totally new market, because why would you confuse your business when you can just create a new actual revenue silo? So that's yeah.
Yeah, when you create confusion, you're creating, believe it or not, more of a deterrent.
Yeah.
If people, what?
Doing too much.
What are you doing? You can change my tires and then you could clip my toenails while, wait, are you a nail salon or are you a tire shop? I see you taking the wheel off my car. You know what I'm saying. Another big brand that follows this methodology that many of you know is Five Guys Burgers and Fries. It's a very simple menu. It's burgers, the toppings, maybe a hot dog, and you got some milkshakes. It's very, very, very simple. Follow this methodology, and that's part of their success, is being focused. It's very simple.
They don't add fucking bagels.
No,
they don't add. They don't add like shit that they don't. They are good at what they do, and they are. They're fucking one of the best burger joints like across the United States.
Yeah, the food's good, but they keep the menu simple. When you have too many options and you do this and you do that and this, it's insane. It's confusing, and it literally, if I see that there's just too much going on, it literally pushes me away. And I can't imagine, I'm not the only one that experiences that.
Absolutely. And on the other hand too, is if it's not for the customer side as well, right? It's also within the business. If you do good at one thing, but then you're adding a bunch of other stuff, you're adding cash flow, which is risk. You're not cash flow, cash out, right? Cash flow issues. You're paying for that new thing. You're testing it out. You're doing all this stuff. You're cutting how many people come into your original offering, because the quality is going to go down. because you're not spending enough time to become the best or an expert at that, missing out on updates, whatever it is. It's pretty simple to understand. Keep your business and your offering simple. If you have a new idea or product that you want to sell, don't sell it within your business. Start a new business if it's worth it. Why does he take it away? Why does he? I want to use it too.
I can't see the goddamn buttons.
It was perfect. Yeah.
I need to get you guys a magnifying thing for it.
No, we need glasses, bro.
Yeah.
We need.
What?
Now, when you are focusing on simplicity, again, you are removing the somewhat subtle anxiety related to someone registering and understanding what you do. I hope that makes sense for everybody. I know that you want to capture and go into new markets. Now, there is a caveat, ladies and gentlemen, announcement, ladies and gentlemen, caveat. If you offer a product or service, there are such things as ancillary, accessory-esque type of offerings that make sense. Okay, so if you have a product and then there's a thing you can add on to it to make it work a little bit better or fit a specific market, that is okay if it's all related in unison, right? So for example, we are digital growth consultants. We help people with their digital. Okay, social media, search, content, varieties of content, not just text, right? We're getting into video. We were into photography, graphic design, all that stuff. Those are ancillary accessories added to the main staple of your digital landscape, if that makes sense. So like, let's say you're a gym, you're a fitness facility.
Well, one of my coworkers decided to ask me today, hey, dude, you're into fitness? I was like, yeah, dude, what's up, man? He's like, fitting this whole wiener in your mouth? I said, why would you ask me?
Let's say you have a supplement store connected right to your gym. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an ancillary related business, a related offering, personal training.
Or people have like health bars.
There you
where
go.
like you're at a gym and you can get good food right there. A lot of gyms do that. Another thing is like that. The first thing that came to my mind was Dr. Squatch. Their soap.
Wood barrel bourbon. This body wash, exceptional. The aroma is bodacious.
Right? They have those wooden bars to make sure that your soap lasts longer, but they're also aesthetically pleasing. You know, people like them. You can use them outside of Dr. Squatch.
I remember a while back you brought up the purple mattresses too.
Dude, ladies and gentlemen, the purple mattress. The purple mattress is the most eventful. A purple mattress is an eventful mattress. What do I mean by that? Eventful. Ladies and gentlemen, eventful.
It is an eventful
When you
mattress.
are on it, when you sit on the purple mattress, it has a slight wiggle to it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there is a slight wiggle. So like, okay, when you sit on a regular mattress, it's like,
Does it feel good?
Right? When you say eventful, it's like different, right?
When you sit on a regular mattress, it's like
there's no bounce to it.
Hold on. Nah, but when you go on if you go on a purple mattress, it's versus a
Yeah. There's a little bit of bounce.
It's like the feedback is 3 versus 1. So the purple mattress, again, the purple mattress is a simple business. Now that simple offering drove them success. Now what's an ancillary thing that they sell? Pillows. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, pillows. That's an ancillary, accessory-esque type of thing that you can offer.
Or just bedding in general.
But what you don't want is something that is completely different. That it confuses people and it's like all over the place. Like, okay, if you're a department store and like you're Macy's or whatever, and you got all these different departments, but then suddenly Macy's was, I don't know, offering you
making food, like trying to be IKEA.
There you go.
Like, you know, then it's like, what? Like, you're not IKEA.
Yeah.
But okay, so now how far can you skew? Because what if I don't know if they do this or not. They probably do.
Purple mattress?
What if they made like bed frames? Like that may be a little too.
Now
like,
you're getting into the furniture.
Yeah, because then it's like,
You're teetering. Here's
know
the
what
thing.
that means.
You're teetering. You know what's weird
that's-
is that is more acceptable than the flip side, and that's
Yeah.
a great. And this is the type of stuff that I really like to kind of meditate
Dig
on.
into,
Is
yeah.
why does a mattress company shifting to furniture? Why is it more of a disruption of focus and simplicity versus the flip side, a furniture store that got into mattresses?
And this is why it works.
Oh, because they have a big store and a
Yeah,
big offer.
so this is why it works. Purple Mattress makes a mattress. Bob's Furniture makes furniture. Bob's Discount Furniture, right? Now, if Bob's adds their own branded mattress, it doesn't do anything to what they're already doing. They already sell mattresses, but now they can just put their brand on it.
Yeah.
They already sell couches, ottomans. They already sell bed frames, beds. They already do all that, right? But they can just add their name to it, kind of like a Kirkland at Costco, right? So Costco sells all these different things. Let's throw our name on it and make it a good brand. By the way, Kirkland from Costco, if you look into it, very good products. But it's kind of like that, where a beef jerky company won't sell a bunch of stuff outside, won't sell bread. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a good point. But for the company that is an expert in beds and the company that is an expert in selling a bunch of furniture, the one that sells beds should stick to beds. It shouldn't turn into a Bob's Discount Furniture.
And all this comes down to bare bones is the brand and the customer experience.
Yeah.
When that person interacts with your brand and you do that, this, that, and the other, and it's really diluting your focus,
Yep.
it's creating an environment that could deter people from even doing business with you. Like, have you ever walked into a business and you saw okay, let me give you an example. I think it was like a restaurant that was recently purchased, and the guy blew out one of the walls in the restaurant and turned it into a mini grocery store. He had produce, a bunch of he had lettuce and tomatoes.
I don't agree with that.
But I looked at it like, okay, are you a restaurant? Are you making people food? But why are you selling produce over here? So maybe he came up with an idea like, hey, I'm going to make sure I don't have food waste, and I'm going to offer my produce for sale.
That's not a bad idea.
I think this might have been what was going on.
That's not a bad idea if it is a specialty food place. I'm thinking in my head,
But
like if it's Italian food, right? And everything is imported.
It was a very confusing, not welcoming. It wasn't a good vibe. It looked like he just bought the restaurant and was trying to maximize revenue in all different shapes and sizes. Oh, he put a slushy machine.
Yeah, see, it's like
He put a slushy machine so you could go in there, buy a head of lettuce, and leave with a slush puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, slush puppies.
Slush puppy.
Now, before he bought this was your traditional subs, salads, pizza, just your standard Greek style pizza place that you see in New England.
That is a little different.
But he started adding a bunch of stuff, and it was such a deterrent that I'm like, what is this? What is going on? And I have seen this a bunch of times, which is what sparked us to create this episode. Simplicity equals success. Keep your business simple, keep it focused. If you have a great idea, and if it's an ancillary product or service, add it, test within your offering. If it's badass enough, create a whole new company, or just create a whole new company, new business, new website, right? Focus, focus, focus. When you are focused, you will create less distraction, less confusion, and you will allow the end user, your potential customer, you'll allow them to better engage and resonate with your offering and be moved towards them deciding to do business with you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Real Business. I just sounded like that Joe Rogan meme. Thank you so much for joining us today on Real Business Roundtable. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Like, subscribe, all the good things. Thank you. See you next time. Peace out.